You have made a liar out of me. Hey Ginny, it's me, your dad. I'm making videos for you so that someday when you're older, you can know what your life was like when you were little. This is your story. You are 14 months old. You've become so much fun. You're this ball of joyous mischief. It started in the spring. You started to become a little bit fun, but by the summer, you were like an absolute riot. Every day in the summer, in the morning, your mom would take you to the park, and in the afternoon, I would take you to the park. We call it Ginny's Park because it's the park where we opened the card that said what your sex was going to be. The park has a splash pad, and from the moment you laid eyes on it, you were completely in love with it. Now, in the summer, you weren't walking, so for you to be in the splash pad, it meant we would have to go in and physically hold you in the water and get soaked. But you loved it so much and you laughed so hard that we couldn't say no. So we'd spend each day, both of us, we'd just get soaked, even if we didn't want to. Then in the fall, when the splash pad closed, we'd still take you to the park twice a day. You'd run around, you'd climb on the equipment, you'd eye kids that you want to play with, but you don't really have the communication skills yet to, make that connection. So what you do is you'd find a leaf or a piece of garbage and you'd bring it to the kids and you'd give it to them as an offering. You had a great Halloween weekend. On the Friday, the Wallaces had a party. There was a whole bunch of kids. I took you, and you just stomped around and had a great time. Like you thought you died and gone to heaven. Then on Sunday, which was actually Halloween, we all put our costumes on and we did a family costume. We dressed up as the Rockford Peaches from the movie A League of Their Own. You squealed with delight when you saw that you and your mom were wearing the same costume. That whole night, you wouldn't let me put you down. You insisted I carry you everywhere. I'd hand you off to mom so my arms could have a rest, but you would just scream and demand to be put down. And once you were put down, you'd run over to me and make me pick you up and carry you. If we're being honest, you didn't have any clue what was happening the whole night. But your mom and I, we were having a blast showing you off and collecting candy and then eating your candy because you can't eat candy. So the candy was 100% for us. Every house we went to, they fussed over you. You were a big hit. But you are a hit everywhere you go. If we're in the grocery store, you're smiling and waving at people. You blow kisses to people you don't know. And they just melt. And they go, I wish I had a baby. And your mom and I laugh because we think you're a trick baby. You make people think having a baby is really easy. But the truth is, you're a really challenging kid. And the first few months in particular were devastatingly hard. So much so that I would say over and over and over again, I will never have another child. It was that hard. But it turns out your sweet act tricked even us. And you've made a liar out of me. Because your mom's pregnant, and your sibling arrives in early May. It won't just be mine and your mother's lives that change because of this. Yours is going to change a lot too, and I hope you're okay with that. But in the event you're not, and you hate your sibling, know that it's your fault. Love ya.